I realized I just went to the bathroom. I look like an Indian casino right now. Painting. So I don't have anything prepared. I'm just going to improv that shit. That's what I say before I do something stupid, so I'm going to see how that works out. I want to talk about coffee shops, sitting in coffee shops and being angry. I work in one, so I know what that's like. I have to get up really early for it, which is awesome, because I'm not a morning person. I'm like a later in the day person. I'm not really like a people person, but I have to do the whole fake nice thing as well. I'm really bad at being on time. We have this thing where you get like points if you're late, and you can have 6, and then you're fired, and I have 5. And if I was 5 minutes late today, I would have been fired. It's 4.5 minutes late, so still have a job. It's good. Because, I don't know if it was because I got really drunk last night or because I took a Molly right before I went to sleep, so I'm just like, my brain was like pancake batter, so I was losing my shit at work, but it made it like, fun at least. And I work at Peets Coffee and Tea. They just got bought by a German company a while ago, so the Caribou coffees are switching to Peets. So the Gemans are taking over the coffee shops. And I was talking like that just randomly because every customer kept being like, so, Caribou coffees are going to turn to Peets. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. First person to tell me that. So I just would slip in and out of the accent just to like keep it interesting. And some guy was talking about it and I was just like, the Germans are taking over the coffee shops. It was like... And he kept like walking away laughing and like turning around like he was maybe going to be like, you're fucking crazy. But instead he just sat down and like felt uncomfortable and I laughed. And then there was this girl that came in and she was like, I'm so excited, I love Peets Coffee, it's like the best, can't wait, blah, blah, blah. So I made her a Fredo, which is an ice blended bullshit drink, and I gave it to her, and like 10 minutes later she's walking back in and I'm like, oh, fucked up. Because people would just walk back in after they're halfway done with their drink. She was like, this is kind of awkward, I don't usually do this, but there's like a piece of metal in my drink. I was like, oh, that's... unfortunate and awkward because we were just talking about how good pizza is and then I just ruined your day. Let me remake that for you. Here's a card for next time. And she was really cool. We were like making jokes about it. And my shift lead comes and he's like, what happened? I was like, oh, metal in the blender. That was fun. And he's like, oh, that sucks. I was like, the Germans now requires that you put a shot of metal in every of the Fredos so you may choke on it and possibly die. And she was like, I'm Jewish, so... And she's like, I thought the Germans were cool now. I was like, I'm really sorry. And she's like, no, I was inappropriate. I was like, I'm inappropriate. And we both were like, yeah, we're both inappropriate. And it didn't matter, so that was good. Just gonna talk about something else besides my work. Being a barista is awesome. Okay, yeah, so I've had a lot of weird experiences with people lately. I don't know how much time I have left. I'm going to try and tell the story real quick. Okay, a minute. All right. So yesterday I went to my friend's bar, and she works in Wrigleyville, so I had to navigate through the sea of drunk morons, and that was awesome. And I got there, and there's this crazy old lady sitting, and there's like a seat in between her and this other guy, and she looks like the crypt keeper, just like leather on a skeleton, like eating and drinking her wine by herself. And I was like, is it cool if I sit here? And she's like, I guess. And I was like, alright. So I like sit down, and she's like, oh my god, were you just smoking? I was like, yeah, sorry, I smoked earlier. She's like, you smell like an ashtray. Why would anyone want to sit by you? I wanted to be like, fuck you, you look like death, okay? You're welcome, I sat here. You're by yourself. So, I'll move. And she's like, yeah, you should probably just leave. I was like, well, I could just move. And you could be nice. I just got done babysitting, so I told this old woman, like a child, you could be nice, okay? I sat by myself, and I was like, this is really fun. And then she left, and I was like, yeah, bitch. And I sat there, and that's the end of my story. So. You could be nice, guys. Let's bring up our host and be nice to people.